All right, we are live. Happy Thursday, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and pull this up on my phone here real quickly. Let's see here. Make sure if you guys are starting to hop in live, go ahead and drop in where you're joining us from. And we want to give you a shout out. We've got so many exciting things going on right now. And I want to make sure I'm not seeing anybody.
I see us live here. We are live.
All right, perfect. All right, just want to make sure we're in the right place. Let me pull up this group. And all right, guys, go ahead and drop in where you're joining us from if you're watching us live. And we want to give you a shout out. Oh, there we are. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, let me go ahead and do this. Perfect. Well, I don't know about you, Ruth, but this last weekend was incredible. Yeah.
It certainly was. And I know you were present at our company event, Trish, and I was watching it virtually, but I still got the vibe. I can still get the vibe through Zoom.
Exactly. It was so much fun getting ready, meeting some new teammates. As you guys know, with this crazy COVID, and Ruth and I really built pretty much our entire business online. And so we are just so excited to finally start to meet people in person. And I know Ruth is dying. Like I feel so guilty because I've been to event after event this last few months getting to meet people, and poor Ruth is still held hostage in Canada.
Well, someone's got to hold down the fort here.
I know. It makes me feel like a slacker, though. So, all right. I see some people are joining us. I see we've got Sherry and Cheryl, and let's see here, Janice, Patricia. Let's see who else. Sandra. Hey, Sandra. And let's see here. We got more coming in. Guys, if you have not given StreamYard permission, please go up in the original post there and give StreamYard permission. That way we can actually see your name on here. Otherwise, we can't always see your name. So, all right.
So we have a really great topic today to dive into. And it's one of the things I think, Trish, that when we started marketing online made the biggest difference in our business. It was that first stepping stone to really starting to attract people online. So I'm super excited about today's presentation.
I am too. You know, it's interesting because, at the company event, we are really the only team in our company that 100% builds online. Like a lot of people are doing some online, and some get some good stuff, and some don't. But most of the ones who do are people who are top leaders. And outside of that, it's our team, right? And it's really exciting because we've got people literally from around the world who are coming up. And Ruth, I can't even wait for you to be there because somebody will walk by and go hi, and then they're like, oh my God. And they run up and they're like, I need to get a picture with you. I found you on YouTube. I love your stuff. And they like follow us, and it's just hilarious to me because it's like you're this like famous person, and we're not. It's just because when they look for information, we're the two people who they find. And it's really kind of cool when you think about it, that out of the millions of people that we've got, that they find, we're the ones they find because we're the ones who are building online consistently.
And that's what we're here to teach you guys to do. So we started probably just about where you're at now. If you're pretty new to the online space and you're just starting out learning how to attract people, we were there too, right? We started at ground zero, and it took some time to learn the skills and applying them consistently, but it can happen for you too. So today's training is really going to be one of those first sort of stepping stones to really building a powerful brand using social media.
Absolutely. Well, Ruth, do you want to be our screen sharer, or do you want me to?
I will. I've got it up there, Trish, so let me share my screen.
Perfect. So guys, one of the things too, it's just really interesting is, as I was talking with our team this last weekend, there are so many people who, and let me just know if this is you, because I want you to know something. I'm going to tell you what it is in a second. But there's so many people who you're probably one of at least two. Either one, you've been in this industry for a bit, you're a little stuck, you're a little frustrated, you're not you feel like you're doing all the right things, but you're not necessarily seeing any traction, right? Or you're someone who's been going through some online training, you've been starting to get some coaching, you're starting to get some mentoring, you've had a few breakthroughs, but you're still in that phase where you're not really getting what it is you're looking for. So if you are in one of those two, guys, drop me a 1 or a 2. If you're the first one where you're newer to this and you're really stuck, frustrated, maybe overwhelmed, or 2, you've started doing some stuff, but you're not quite where you want to be yet, drop us a 2. Because one of the things that I want to share with you is, building online takes a little time. It takes a little time to build up and really start to build that know, like, and trust, get some people to start following you, and get to a point where you really have some influence and credibility. Because you're not going to get it overnight. And if you've watched us and watched our other trainings, you don't need to be at the top of a comp plan to get that, right? You can absolutely get it beforehand. But what I wanted to share with you too is it's part of the journey. What you're feeling is normal to some degree. Even if you're the second one where you've been doing some stuff and you're not quite there, that's normal. But the biggest thing is knowing, if you look back to where you were, that you're seeing some growth. So I want you to know you're on track. The best thing you can do is align yourself with the right people and don't quit. Because your time is coming. It's just not overnight. And so I just wanted you guys to know that, because I that was one of the things I heard, from a lot of people this weekend, not even necessarily people on our team, but just a lot of people, because they kind of forget that it's a journey. And so if you think about it, Ruth and I are runners. If you think about this, it's really a marathon, not a sprint. Meaning it's going to take you a little bit of time. You're going to need to have probably a 1 to 3 year plan at a minimum with this. It's not a 30-day plan all the time. I'm here for 30 days. I'm not getting results. I guess it doesn't work. No, it just doesn't work that way.
And really, I love that, Trish, because everything we teach is skill-based with marketing. And yeah, we do mindset training and things like that in this group, but most of our trainings are skill-based. And I think of so many people who have maybe bought courses or gone to seminars and they learn something and they come back home, or they finish their course and they apply it for a week or two and they go, it didn't work. And then they're done, right? And then they're on to the next course. What we're teaching here is marketing principles that are universal, whether it's to network marketing or a brick and mortar store or a big corporation like Apple. It's marketing principles, right? And when you apply basic principles to your business that all businesses use, you're going to have success, but it will take time, because you're going to have to learn the skills and you're going to have to do them consistently so that you do gain influence in front of your audience. So stay with us long enough and we will get you there.
Absolutely. All right, guys, so let's dive on in with what we've got today. Let's see here. Am I moving the slides? No, you're moving the slides.
I've got them. So can you see my screen, Trish? I see it on Facebook.
Yeah, I see. Oh, no, I don't see your screen. I see it on I see it. Yes, I see your screen on the thing here. So
okay.
I guess we just need to move to the next one.
Okay.
Right, there we go. Okay. Sorry, guys, it's been a week. But in case we have not met before, if you're someone who's new to the group, which I know we have new people coming in all the time, I'm Trisha Brazzera. This is Ruth Sheridan. And we have a combined, 25 plus years in network marketing experience between the two of us. We build entirely online using social media, and have now for a couple of years. That's what we've been doing. We are both double comma marketing coaches in this industry. In fact, we're excited. We're getting ready to launch a new coaching program that's starting here in just a few weeks with another top leader. Cannot wait for that. We feel mentally and physically on fire. We take care of ourselves. We exercise. We do the right things, because to be a top producer, to be a leader, that's what you need to do, right? You have to take care of yourself. And we do that, which keeps our mind in check. It keeps our bodies in check. It just really keeps us where we need to be. We are both girl moms. We are blessed. Ruth has 2 girls. I've got 3. And oh my gosh, I know that they're like the center of our world. In the past 3 years, we have coached well over 3,000 struggling network marketers. And at all levels, guys, brand new people, people who've been in for a while. We've coached top leaders in this industry, even, people who are already making 6 figures plus in this industry. So we've got a lot of experience doing that. We're both 6-figure income earners in this industry, right? I want to make that clear because it's not just in coaching. It's not with our prior. In this industry, we are 6-figure income earners. We are passionate about helping people achieve their dreams as well. And that's why we're really here, guys, to really drop some value for you.
So you may be wondering, is this training right for you? So if you've ever been told that everyone's your prospect and you bought into it, but soon found out that you got tons of rejection, then this training's for you. And that was me. I was told everyone's your prospect. Go talk to everyone. And man, I got a lot of no's. This training is for you if you've ever thought you could find rock star recruiters by just getting someone a good product experience, then this training's for you. Because yes, you can find some people through product users, but it is a long and windy road. And I know that from personal experience. If you're confused about who your target market might be and why, knowing this foundation is really the foundation to creating a great content strategy on social media that will attract those people.
So guys, if you can relate to any of that, all right, drop us a relate below, okay, just so we know. So here are a couple tips to really kick off today to make sure you have the best training and get the most out of it. And that is to be present and take notes. Turn off your cell phone, TV, social media, any other distraction that you have, right? You can't really learn if you're constantly looking the other way. Ask questions and engage. We love engagement. We love when you guys kind of interact with us. And stay awesome and positive.
So this is how we got here. So we were, excuse me, years in network marketing doing things the traditional way, like making the list of friends and family, going to meetups, becoming a mall shark, going to hotel meetings, and it led to massive burnout. I mean, we were both working full-time jobs. Trish was running her accounting practice. I was working a full-time corporate job, and we were trying to build this at nighttime. And with kids and all of that going on, it was massive burnout. After a few months, most of our friends and family, they literally saw us coming and would run in the other direction. And if they had joined our business, they had quit, right? So we had to start cold market prospecting. That meant I think we did everything, Trish.
Yeah.
Like we bought leads. I bought email lists. We went to the malls. We went to the hotel meetings. Trish used to spend her entire weekend in Starbucks.
Yeah.
Oh, you must have been wired by the end of the day with all that coffee.
Oh God. Yeah.
So in the end, we just wanted a home-based business that was truly a home-based business. We were tired of running around. We were enrolling people because we were doing the work, but we were getting zero duplication. Why? Because a lot of the people weren't the right people. And also, it's darn hard finding someone who wants to run around like we did, right? People just didn't want to do that kind of stuff. So we felt like we were basically white noise on social media. We were dabbling on social media, and we just felt like our posts were just not getting any traction, not being seen. And the only engagement we were getting was from people in the company we were already in. And that was not going to grow our business.
No.
So cold market prospects were skeptical of us. You know, they would see our posts and we would try to engage, but rarely did we enroll someone that way because they didn't know, like, and trust us yet. We didn't know how to do that on social media yet. Our businesses started to move backwards. I felt like my dreams were starting to slip away of being able to walk away from corporate and truly have a home-based business. And so what did we do? We started looking at professional ways of building our business using the internet, utilizing marketing strategies that all business, they're the marketing principles that all businesses use.
So we decided to go where the people are, right? Think about it, guys. I remember, because when I was first building in this industry, there was not social media. And I remember thinking, man, if I could just find the people, if I could find a bigger pool of people, if I could get in front of the right people, this would be so much easier, right? And it is if you can find the right way. And I remember even when I first started learning on social media, I had that same thought. I'm like, if I just knew where to go, if I just knew how to, know where these people exist, it would be so much easier. But think about this, and I pulled these stats because I knew they have obviously increased. And right now, so as of May 2021, these are the numbers we found. 2.85 billion monthly active users on Facebook, guys, right? Like billion with a B. That's crazy. 1.88 billion people log onto Facebook each and every single day. Now, wouldn't you agree? There's probably some people on there who'd be interested in what we have, right? There's probably people on there looking for what we have. You just need to know where to go to find them. And Facebook Messenger, 1.3 billion people use Facebook Messenger each month, 11% of the world's population. That is a lot of people when you think about it. They are using Facebook Messenger. And then for Instagram, it's 1.1 billion monthly active users. So again, just an astronomical number of people. And, that's the thing. You've got every walk of life on social media. And so finding the people who are looking for something like this obviously just increased your odds exponentially.
And it's funny, Trish, back when we were coaching more on a dedicated full-time basis, and we hadn't really done the big launch of our team together, the biggest problem that network marketers always came to us with was, I have no one left to talk to.
Mm-hmm.
But when you look at social media and the numbers out there, it's just a matter of learning how to attract the right people so you have an endless supply of people to talk to, right? And so when you can learn that skill, the world is your oyster when it comes to building your business.
So guys, real quickly, if that is you, right? If you can relate to that, where you feel you have nobody left to talk to, like you've chased all your friends and family away, drop us a me below, okay? Just want to know who's ever felt that way, because I can share with you, you're not alone. That was probably the number one thing we heard, Ruth. You're absolutely right. And the second thing, just to share a little tip with you guys, was that they were lacking training, right? So lacking training. All right, so here's what we did on social media back in 2013. And I got to tell you, Facebook reminds me of this every once in a while of these posts. And I'm just like, oh, like all I want to do is just, face palm, right? That little emoji. Because I'm like, I could not even believe. But we posted about our products all over social media with links to our company's replicated website. Like, hey, here's this bright, shiny object. Buy me, buy me, buy me. And then, oh, by the way, here's the link for it. Like, it was just crazy. We shared all types of video about our company's products. Like every time something new came out, I was putting a new video out there. Oh, here, look what's new, look what's new, look what's new. People don't care, right? That's not what they care about. We changed the employer name on our social media to be our network marketing company's name. Like, again, nobody cares. Right? And we started spamming other people's groups with our products and opportunity. How many of you have done that? That you've gone into a group, right, and just started spamming your stuff in their group? Like, no wonder my Facebook account used to get shut down almost on my face. I get mad. Like, oh, who reported me? How dare they? Well, now I get people in our group. I'm like, delete, block, boom, done. That's a pretty powerful feeling. Wouldn't you agree?
Totally. So here's what actually ended up happening. So some of our friends, our real friends, actually unfriended us. We got a lot of negative comments about the industry being a scam and a pyramid and a lot of negativity around the industry. Very few people bought our products. No one wanted to join us because no one wanted to do that, right? No one wanted to be a spammer like us. And we became spammers without even really knowing it. We were just doing what we were told to do. And we got totally frustrated. And I know at some points I felt like quitting. I just felt like I'm done with the hotel meetings. I'm done with running around, and this social media thing is not happening for me. Like I'm done. So it can be really frustrating. Drop us a 2 if you've ever been really frustrated and felt like you're done. Like, I think we've all been there.
So I got to share a funny story. Back in 2014, my sister and I were doing a big event up in New York State. And of course, I'm like, well, I want to help promote this event. This is where I grew up. I'm sure that I still know people. Well, mind you guys, I graduated high school in 1989, not to age myself, and graduated college in 1993. This was 2014. Okay. Most of the people that were friends with me on Facebook from back home, I had not talked to since high school. Like, I moved away right after high school or right after college, and I never went back. So, I mean, I go back to visit, but I don't know anybody anymore. And not only that, a lot of the people who I'm so-called friends with on Facebook, I actually didn't really know them. Like, I know who they were, and I'm not really sure how we became friends on Facebook. But for this event, I went through and literally messaged every single one of them, a cold message through Messenger. Like, every one of them. I'm talking at the over 500 people. I know it took me hours and then days, because when you're doing copy paste, Facebook is really good to say, hey, you're moving a little too fast with this activity. We don't think you should be doing this. So I would do like 10, take a break, come back and do like 10, take a break. So it took me hours and days. And I would say probably 90% of them never even responded. Because they're like, who is this person? And then on top of that, very few actually said yes. Most of them were like, what are you doing? So don't be weird. Don't do those crazy things we did.
I love that. I love that saying, don't be weird.
Oh,
it's true.
So, it is, but it leads to this right here, guys. We knew there had to be a better way, because guess what? There is a better way, right? So after really putting our business caps on, we realized that real businesses really don't do marketing by making a list of friends and family and calling and spamming every single one of them, right? Now, not to say that if you think about your friends and family, there aren't going to be some who will be interested, but it's not a long-term strategy, right? So just know this. I don't want anybody to say, well, I've done this and I got a few. You will always get a few. But when you're trying to build this business, you're not going to build it with a few. You've got to build it with the masses. And that's the difference. You've got to change that mindset there. So we really went in search of a better way and discovered a professional way to attract the right kind of people to be finding them on social media, the exact people who are looking for an opportunity. Now, let me ask you, if you're talking to people who are interested, do you feel way better than when you're just talking to random people for the sake of it? Like, just if you feel better, put a better below, because it's a different conversation, right? And that's what makes it so unique, but so much better. So we got mentorship, and we learned the skill. We upped our skill level like immensely when it came to this, because that's what you need in this industry, right? And since then, we have built multi-six-figure businesses from the comfort of our home. Now, I got to tell you, the last 2 years of this business have been so much fun. Wouldn't you agree, Ruth? Like, it's a game changer when you can feel good about what you're doing. So if you want fun, guys, drop us some fun below.
So along the way on our journey, something happened. We saw countless network marketers trying to build their businesses on social media. Some were still spammers, and there's some still spammers today. I mean, I just go through my Instagram feed and I see picture after picture after picture of company products. And I feel bad because these people don't know any better. Some people were applying the principles and steps of attracting a downline and using good marketing principles, but they were failing. So these people had bought courses, programs, trainings, got mentorship, but they were still feeling stuck and overwhelmed. And worst of all, they weren't getting results, right? They weren't getting the results that the courses had promised. And I have to tell you, after doing so many courses myself, I've bought so many different courses. I've hired all kinds of different mentors and mindset coaches. The one thing you always want to look for is, did the course creator actually build a successful network marketing team? Because if they didn't, that is not a course you should be buying.
That is such a great point. Such a great point. Because there are so many people out there who've never really done it. They've learned this, they've learned the skills, but they haven't done it. And that's the thing, I want to, when you think about going to the gym, right? Do you want to be, if you're going to hire a fitness coach or a trainer, do you want to hire somebody who looks the part or who has done the part? Or do you want to hire somebody who's just gone through getting some knowledge into their head? Because wouldn't you agree, we can all do some studying and get some knowledge, right? But it's a matter of working with those people who've gone through the trenches with you, because there's something about understanding the feeling of all of that and just understanding what it really takes to get you where you want to go.
That's such a good analogy, Trish. Because for those of you who don't know us yet, both Trish and I have done Ironmans. Trish did 100-miler. Like, we do this crazy stuff. And we've both had coaches to help us through those events. And it was always important to us that those coaches had actually completed the event themselves, because they could teach us how to run. They could teach us how to swim. They could teach us how to ride our bikes. They could teach us how to eat. But no one could teach us in the mindset of what to do when it got freaking tough. And no one can do that unless they've actually walked those shoes. They've experienced the event. They've built a network marketing business. You don't know what you don't know, basically. So always be looking for people who have done what you want to have.
Love it. And I love that too. You don't know what you don't know. That is such a powerful statement. Love it. All right, guys. So we decided to step in, right? With the knowledge that we've gained and the results that we have created for ourselves. We wanted others to be able to get those same things. And so we decided to start teaching the real deal to people, because we were sick of watching people spend money and get no results. We wanted to step in and really help out. So the real steps and processes required to build a business online and attract a downline of enthusiastic entrepreneurs. That's what we like to teach. That's what we want to help you do, because that's what we've been able to do by doing these same strategies that we teach and that we teach our team. The real and simple steps to team duplication, so that not only you have success, but so do the people that you bring into your organization. And that, to me, actually has been the biggest game changer with everything that we do, because we have been blessed to always have some success ourselves, because we're pretty darn stubborn and we just don't give up. But man, when you can get the people in your organization doing the same thing, it's just a game changer. And what a great feeling. Like this past weekend, what I got the most excited about, getting pictures of our team coming across stage, right? Like that's the best to me. And working with them, because I don't know, it's just good to know that you're actually helping somebody do what they want to do.
So since then, we've been asked to do things like speak on stages, be guests on podcasts, coach at large events. When we ask people if they're open to taking a look at working with us, 9 times out of 10, they say yes. And more often, they're the ones reaching out saying, how do I work with you? So imagine what that would do for your business and the quality of conversations you would be having if people were actually reaching out saying, hey, what is it that you do? I'm interested in finding out more. So the chasing game is gone. A lot of what we do now is also automated. And so we're able to work our business. And when we're dedicated to working our business, we work hard, but we have time freedom as well to have the flexibility to do the things we want to do when we want to do them.
And that is the best. And so, and I just want to share too, Ruth, as you're saying that, that's what also led to what we're getting ready to launch next month with one of our friends and in this industry. He's actually an 8-figure earner in the industry, but one of the reasons he asked Ruth and I to join his program is because we've actually done the work. We've achieved the results with what we teach our team, and that was super important to him. And we wouldn't be there without going through what we went through to get there. So really excited to teach that to you guys as well. So how does prospecting work online? Like, how does it really work? Right? Because you think about it, I mean, you've got a cold market, right? Online is a cold market. These are people who have never heard of you or your products, right? So these are people you've never had a conversation with. You've never, known anything about it. Well, what this allows you to do is then you take people to that warm market, right? Was where people have now been exposed to you. They know a little bit more about you and they start to show some interest. So these can be followers, people who opt into an email if you're automating things. And then you've got your hot market, right? Where these people have made a purchase from you in the past and they're already engaged with you in some manner. So this is why, though, when you get started in this industry, that people do tell you to make a list, because those people are warm market to you, right? They already have a little know, like, and trust with you. But again, we know not everybody we know wants to do this business. So that's why that doesn't always work. And it's for sure not a long-term plan, right? But when you're doing this online, when you're getting out there, you can start introducing your brand and products without trying to sell in the cold market, right? Here, what you're doing is you're identifying the pain points. So knowing who you're actually talking to, this is one of the reasons why this is so important, because you've got to be able to catch it. Like when people are scrolling, there's got to be something about your post that makes them stop, right? So that you can start getting them on your list. Now, what that means is maybe they've started following you. Maybe you started to become friends. Maybe you started having some conversations with them, right? There's different things that will happen when you can go out into that cold market the right way with your content versus holding up some shiny product, right? And, taking some silly picture and then, putting your link in with it. Now we do post with our products still. We just do them in a much more enticing manner. We don't just, spam out there like, ooh, go buy this, So what happens is once you start to attract them or they start to see you, they start to be introduced to you in some way, you're going to turn them into followers, or which you then can turn into customers down the road. Because as you start to build a little more influence with them, and as you post in the right way or talk in the right way on a live or something, what's going to happen is these people are going to want to know a little more information because you've drawn them in versus just, tell some information, right? And then last but not least, what happens is once you really start to draw them in, you really start to build that know, like, and trust, then they're going to become buyers and customers and repeat buyers. And you really take them from not knowing to knowing you. And how many of you have ever felt, well, actually, I know I met a lot of some of you on here for the first time recently, but there's a lot of you on here who have never met either one of us. But if you've tuned into our trainings weekly, how many of you feel like you know us even though you've never met us, right? If that's you, drop us some hearts.
So the next thing you have to think about is building your community. So the first step to building your community is having a inviting Facebook group. So think about it. You've attracted someone to you through your branding and your posts and the things and the value you're putting out on social media. Now you need a community to bring them into where you can warm them up even more, right? They can get to know you a little bit more on a deeper level. So an example of one of our communities, we have a number of communities. This is one. This is Social Networking Professionals. It's our Facebook group that you're in right now, where we provide value. We do trainings, we give value, we give tips, we give resources, and that's allowing people to get to know, like, and trust who we are.
So next, who is your perfect prospect, right? So defining and targeting your prospect, this is important, right? Who is your perfect prospect for your product or opportunity? So we use weight loss a lot just because it's such a simple example to use, and a lot of the companies out there are weight loss. But who is your perfect prospect for that product you have, right? And think about it, because a lot of times, when someone thinks about weight loss in general, you're thinking, ooh, it's the person who needs to lose 20, 50, 100 pounds, right? But that's not always the right person for your product. I mean, could they use it? Do they need it? Probably. But the bottom line is they have to want it too, right? So when you think about that, do you think that you think you could also attract somebody who is already doing healthy things, but maybe is looking for something better? Maybe, they've got some products and they know they're kind of good, but they're just not 100%. And they would like something that maybe has better ingredients, that maybe is a higher quality, that, there's a variety of things. Maybe it's organic. They might just be looking for something better, because I know, on my journey on health and stuff like that, in the very beginning stages, I remember being a runner. I went out and when I drank Gatorade. Why? Because I knew Gatorade. Well, if anyone is a runner here and you go long distances, you very quickly learn Gatorade is not your best friend. There's too much sugar. It really upsets your stomach. And so what happens is then you start searching for different products. And so you're always looking for that next best thing. So a lot of times, and we find this all the time, your perfect prospect is more somebody who is looking for what you have, not necessarily, and wanting what you have, not needing what you have. And it's the same thing with your business opportunity. So you really want to work on getting inside their head. What makes them tick? What problem are they searching for an answer to? What keeps them awake at night? What are their pains? What are their struggles? What brands do they follow? Right? All of these things, because these are going to be the things that attract. So again, I'm just going to use running. It's an easy example for me. But if I were looking at running nutrition, I would be talking about, does anybody have a product that doesn't upset their stomach? Does anybody have, from what running shoes, who out there, is using something, maybe, like until I found the right running shoes, I always got blisters and lost toenails. Sounds gross, sounds silly, but finding a solution for something like that is what's going to attract somebody to you. So basically what you're doing is you're trying to think, how can you solve their problem? Not your problem, their problem.
So in network marketing, we're often taught that everyone is your prospect. And I think I've heard that 1,000 times in my journey here in network marketing, that everyone's your prospect, everyone needs your product, and you should go talk to everyone. If your ideal prospect is a product user, you have to think of what might that person look like, right? What are they looking for? What are they searching for on the internet? And like in Trisha's example, maybe they're searching for a product that doesn't upset their stomach, right? So you've got to get inside your prospect's head and think about, what are they potentially searching for that your product can solve? If your ideal prospect is an entrepreneur, what might that look like? So maybe they're already in network marketing and struggling and looking for, some different types of mentorship. Maybe they're in network marketing and they're not happy with their company's products and looking for something different. Maybe maybe they have a job, but they have an entrepreneurial spirit and they're looking for someone to join that they feel they can trust, because they don't know what they're doing yet, right? So you've got to really think about, who is your ideal prospect and what are they searching for an answer to? So if you think about it that way, you'll really see the difference, because when you do it the reversed way, you end up just throwing out a whole bunch of information about your products and your business, crossing your fingers that someone's going to see it and go, oh, that's interesting, as opposed to being very, very intentional about putting out information that solves your perfect prospect's problem that they're searching for an answer to.
Absolutely. So guys, if you notice a difference, right, drop us a yes below. Okay, yeah, drop us a yes. So defining and targeting your prospect. So now you're like, okay, where do we go to find them, right? Do we go to Facebook groups? Do we go to pages? And the answer is yes, it could be both, right? And if you've got a page, there's actually a tool that you can use. Although pages aren't so big right now on Facebook, and they haven't been for a while. But if you are someone who's running ads, then there's some more benefit to using your page. And then you've got this audience insight tool. Now the tool's still good regardless if you do have a page, because at least it'll allow you to figure out, where people are and who is out there.
So this is a step that you can actually use if you do have a Facebook page, that you can actually find your ideal business prospect. It's the Audience Insights tool. And as you can see from this diagram, you can actually type in, on the left-hand side, you can type in the country that you're interested in finding prospects in. You can add interests. So let's say you have that weight loss product you're looking to sell. You can type in weight loss as an interest, and what will pop up is lots of different types of pages where people would go and look for weight loss tips or who are interested in weight loss. So you can see those pages over there on the right. You see Ideal Shape, Shailene Johnson's page, Eat Fit Fuel, Hit Burn. So that page would be populated with people who like it, who are actually interested in weight loss.
Awesome. So guys, again, if this is making sense to you, go ahead and give us some love on this live here. So step 3 is now communicating with your prospect, right? So how do you get them interested and connected with you? And there's really 2 ways. And the ways that we really teach the most, because it's the most duplicatable, are organic strategies. They're more reach out strategies, but you can do this in groups on pages, or you could do paid attraction. Now, both work, okay? You're going to be a little more time leveraged and targeted with the paid, but again, it is a different skill set, and which makes it not as duplicatable in your team.
So what to post for your prospect? So here's some things that you can think about creating some posts around to start attracting your perfect prospect to your social media so that they can come to get to know, like, and trust you. So post anything that's going to solve their problems. That's why you have to know what your prospect's problems are, because it's going to give you clues as to what to post to attract them. So things like tips, tools, strategies you may have used to help overcome the problem that they are experiencing, motivation to keep going, to solve their problem, education on how to solve their problem. So anything that solves their problem is going to start attracting them to you. They're going to start to see you as sort of the go-to person when they're looking for a solution to that problem. Lifestyle and fun is super important. Why? Because it lets people get to know a little bit about you, and they come to feel like they know, like, and trust you then. So lifestyle and fun is important. Nothing controversial, because with every controversial topic, you're going to turn off half your audience. So try to stay away from the controversial stuff, and remember to comment and connect with people. So when people leave comments on your posts, comment back. When they comment on your stories, comment back. Thank them for following them. Thank people for watching, because that's relationship building, right? So make sure you engage with your followers and the people who connect with you.
All right, guys. And so most important is to create a rock star personal brand for yourself, right? And you might be asking yourself, what is a personal brand? And in fact, we get that question all the time from people, but it's something we teach our team. We help our team do, everything we teach in here, we dig way deeper with our team. So it's really about who you are for your audience when you think about it, when you're building that brand. And it's one of the most important things to have your audience authentically connect with you. And when done the right way, you really can just knock it out of the park. So guys, if you're looking for a rock star brand, drop us a rock star below.
So would having a system that teaches you this help you in your business? So just comment yes below or apply, and we will send you a link to get more information about how you might create a system the same way we did to build your business online, create that rock star brand, start having people reach out to you saying, hey, I'm interested in what you've got. Can you get on a Zoom with me? Guys, that is game changer for your business. So if you're interested in finding out more, connect with us. Just type in apply or yes, and we will get back to you with a link to get more information from us.
So we hope this was helpful, guys. I see a lot of people dropping in value on here and great advice. And, if you did get value today, please drop us a hashtag value. But again, comment apply if you would like us to send you a link so that you can get more information to work with us. So I just want to thank you guys for being on. We appreciate you. And we will be back here next Thursday.
Have an awesome day, guys. See you again.
Bye.